You're watching the NWP podcast. You're watching the new one live. You're watching the NWP podcast. You're watching the new one live. You're watching the NWP podcast. You're watching the new one live. You're watching the NWP podcast. You're watching the new one live.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Early Watch. I'm Jimmy, and with us, as always, Mr. Tony York.
Hey, people, how's it fucking going? Happy hunt.
Tony,
Yeah?
I'm hearing myself and your audio. Just letting you know.
I don't give a shit. Might as well hear the shit I hear.
Oh, this is my punishment.
I'm not any louder than normal. I did YouTube at first.
Test 3 4. Test 5 6. Oh, we're good now.
There you go.
Golden brown.
At a right angle to the speaker.
There you go.
This is a L cheap ass microphone here, so it doesn't reject like the SM58s do.
Yeah, that's the same problem I was having with that other fucking microphone. Was that it was picking up everything around me. So no worries at all. Let me see here. Oh, they fucked over Oz on his leather. That's what I was reading earlier. He got the leather that he ordered almost. They messed up 2 3-inch straps. They sent me 3/4 inch. So now I have to wait another week for the right leather.
Well, you know, this comes on the heels of guys telling their old ladies that this much is 6 inches, so.
The ruler's wrong, honey.
Yes.
The ruler's wrong, honey.
Obviously, you've got one of them European metric-ish ones.
Yeah, I measure in standard. Length times width times yaw. Oh God.
I'd have never threw in yaw.
So how the hell are you, man? What's going on?
I'm all right.
Oh yeah, hey, I wanted to talk about that fucking the other day before I forget. So what the fuck is going on in this audiobook now? Or you wanted to talk about apocalyptic situations from the audiobook? My notes are very vague.
As I go through these different audiobooks, they're all, you know, there's a certain variation on theme, but the actual
theme is
situation.
Let me stop you. I'm sorry to interrupt, but let me just understand real quick. By theme, do you mean like one's political, one's action, one's horror, like that type of shit, or what do you mean by theme?
There's some of that, but more I'm getting at is the, you know, one's 2021, one's 2070, and the basic collapse of societies brought on by different things. Some of it's creepy because as you hear it, it's ridiculous, but you know it's possible.
Right, yeah, the end of the world shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I'm really into like those fucking, I mean, I know it's kind of it's similar, but it's the opposite, kind of, but fucking those conspiracy theory shits. Because they're like rooted in, yours is just fiction, but this one is kind of rooted in fact. But is there any like fact in there though? Do they get factual? Like this was the president, this was the fucking blah blah blah, whatever?
I think what caught me off guard was how many of these fucking books were written 10, 15 years ago that are talking about the fucking pandemic that has been going on for the past year and a half. I mean, it's really creepy how close they got it.
Well, what that one movie too? That was like with the retard from fucking definitely 21, definitely 21. I don't know what the fuck his name was, but the fucking movie where the flu was going around everywhere and the people were.
Outbreak?
Yeah, no, it wasn't Outbreak. Was it Outbreak? Outbreak was yeah, that was the one with the monkeys. Yep.
No, 12 Monkeys is one with monkeys.
No, 12 Monkeys didn't even have monkeys in it. 12 Monkeys
Yeah,
was.
right. I know.
Hey, motherfucker, getting me riled up.
12, 12 Monkeys had probably the best acting performance by Brad Pitt.
Yeah, he was good in that one too. He was like frantic and fucking crazy and shit. He was pretty good. But I don't think Brad Pitt's kind of like fucking Kevin Bacon to me. I don't think that he's made a bad movie that I've seen anyway. I haven't seen any bad movies from Brad Pitt. I haven't
I
watched
don't
a lot of
think
his
that
shit.
I've run across any performances he's done that I would consider bad.
Yeah, he's fucking grade A. Same thing with fucking Johnny Depp too, really.
Yeah, well, there was Crybaby.
We don't talk about Crybaby on the new watch. It gets less
But
than
Brad Pitt come from Missouri. You know that, don't you?
really?
Yep.
Well, I guess it kind of made you want to get the fuck out of there. That makes sense.
Uh, can't fault his decision. He's probably looking for a place to hide in it now.
How hard was it to fucking lose that draw, do you think? Or Missouri don't really have. They talk kind of weird. They say Missouri and shit
It
like that, but
depends on where you're at in Missouri. Uh, where I grew up, the deeper southern stuff wasn't there. Very few people you ever hear had that. You get over a little bit west of that where we're going to, and it's a lot more prominent. We're west and south, but across the border into Arkansas, you have to ask yourself if these fuckers are talking English or not.
like
What fucking
mushmouth
English?
motherfuckers, bushmouth type shit.
Nah, I'm just being smart ass about it.
That ain't that.
It just anywhere there's a big city, that real southern drawl tends to ease up a lot. Because all the yuppies from the north and the west and the east coast migrate in and ruin it.
I'm telling you, man, all these fucking California motherfuckers are gonna keep shitting out babies, and they're gonna keep fucking meandering onto the fucking eastbound, and then that's gonna be it, man. We're gonna just be the whole country's gonna be California.
Crybaby was only awesome in how fucking awful it was.
Pitt's from close to where Tony is moving to. If you ever run into him, get his fucking autograph.
I don't give a shit about his fucking autograph.
I do. Give me his autograph, and then bend his ear, kind of just see where he stands about accepting scripts from people on the streets, from civilians, non-actors,
I
civilians.
I will not.
Yeah, come on. We're just gonna see. I'm not gonna run into him, so I need you to be my fucking right hand here on this.
I'm not gonna run into him either unless he happens to turn up the wrong road and get to where I put my cabin.
Come and visit
If
his
he
mom.
does that, I will ask.
He comes and visit his mom and his fucking ex-girlfriend cousin.
Now, if he's got Anderson Aniston tagging along, I might be distracted. But she is getting kind of old for me.
Yeah, ain't that crazy? Like Jennifer Aniston was gorgeous, now her nose is just getting more bulbous as she gets older. And then fucking Angelina Jolie used to be gorgeous, and now she's like looks like a ghoul. Sandra Bullock looks like a fucking ghoul. Uh,
Sandra Bullock looks like a fucking horse.
yeah, yeah, but a
She
ghoulish
has all
horse.
along, man.
A ghoulish horse. I listen. There were some movies where they would show her from the front, and her nose wouldn't be that horrible, but it does kind of look like a penis, where it has like that little cutout in the front. I
You
don't know.
think too damn much.
I would fuck you. You wouldn't let fucking Sandra fucking Bullock fucking blow you?
Uh, Fuck,
Yes.
with enough booze in me, I'd probably let you.
Lucky for you, buddy. I just shaved yesterday.
I can't believe that I fucking went there. Had a good comeback.
Cheryl Crow's from out there too. Cheryl Crow used to be gorgeous. Now she's a fucking demon looking bitch.
She turned into a fucking unfuckable the minute she said you only needed to use one square of toilet paper to wipe yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
That one's got
you're
some.
a fucking idiot.
We were talking about that Bull Dykes panty crust fucking the other day. Imagine hers. Oh my god.
Well, now she might be wading in a deeper swath of toilet paper than I do here with that single ply dollar cheap shit.
One square of her toilet paper is like a washcloth.
Got fucking Hilton tags on it.
And she folds it all the way down to her index finger, like one square left. Oh shit.
Goodness, guys, wait a minute. I'm not comfortable with where the chat's going.
That's all right. We're back on the
I,
rails, I believe.
I wasn't hitting on Jimmy. I was just making a sardonic point.
Sure. No, we get
You
it.
couldn't get so lucky.
We get it.
He knows better anyway. I spend more time
Oh yeah,
hanging on
yeah.
his old lady.
Good one, Sean. Sean, good reminding fucking me about shit, because I didn't. He sent me this thing from the 50s. An extract from 1950 home economics book. Tips to look after your husband. Ladies out there watching live or watching later, take note. All right? Have dinner ready is number one. Plan ahead, even the night before, to have a delicious meal on time. This is a way of letting him know that you've been thinking about him and are concerned about his needs. Most men are hungry when they come home, and prospects of a good meal are part of the warm welcome needed. I think I'm gonna do this in the 50s voice. Prepare the children. Take a few minutes to wash the children's hands and faces. If they are small, comb their hair, and if necessary, change their clothes. They are little treasures, and you would like to see them playing the part. And quiet. That part wasn't in there, but listen to him. You may have the glare on there. We're not gonna do listen to him or make the evening his. Make the evening his. I can read most of it. Make the evening his. Never complain if he does. If he does not take you out to dinner or to a party, or other entertainment. I don't. There's a glare. Instead, try to understand his world of strain and pressure. His need to come home and relax. Um, Prepare yourself. Clean yourselves, ladies. Take 15 minutes to rest, so you will be refreshed when he arrives. Touch up your makeup, put a ribbon in your hair, and be fresh looking. He has just been with a lot of work, weary people, and be a little gay and a little more interesting. His boring day may need a lift. Clear away the clutter. Make sure you clean the fucking house. Make one last trip through the main part of the house just before your husband arrives, gathering up school books, toys, paper, etc. Then run the dust cloth over the tables. Your husband will feel as if he's reached a haven of rest in order to. And order. I can't fucking keep going. Minimize all the noise. Quiet. We need quiet time. At the time of his arrival, eliminate all noise of washer, dryer, dishwasher, vacuum. Try to encourage the children to be quiet, be happy to see him, greet him with a warm smile, and be glad to see him. Fucking with a beer, too, or something.
Only sound I wanted to hear when I got home was the sound of slurping and sucking.
Yeah. How was your day, honey? How did you do? Some don'ts. Don't greet him with problems or complaints. Don't complain if he's late for dinner. Count this as a minor compared to what he might have gone through that day. Make him feel comfortable. Have him lean back in a comfortable. Here's what Tony was talking about here. Have him lean back in a comfortable chair. Suggest he lie down in the bedroom. Have a cool or warm drink ready for him. Arrange his pillow and offer to take his shoe. That fucking turned into a British accent. Hold on. Speak in a low, soft, soothing, and pleasant voice. Allow him to relax and unwind. The goal: try to make your home a place of peace and order, where your husband can renew himself in body and spirit. Yeah, that's it.
You know, honest to God, this is no joking involved here. Many ways to be greeted when you get home from work. Uh, there was one that I hated more than anything, and that was the aftermath of that whole "wait till your dad gets home" shit.
Oh yeah, 'cause then you
I
had to get home and fucking be the disciplinarian and shit.
I fucking hated that.
Yeah, yeah, I could see that.
I did not want to come home and spank fucking kids. And hell, they probably got more of a spanking than they deserved because it pissed me off to have to do it.
You're getting fucked up just because I have to do this right now. Oh Lord, that's how it is, kids. Yeah, that was funny though. Fucking the feminists would be going crazy right now if they heard some of that shit. Where's the Discord screen at?
Well, we ban abortion, and the next thing we ban is butt fucking between boys. We'll never ban two girls because every fucking hetero male out there wants to fucking watch that and be involved.
Yeah, I don't think anybody has a problem with lady on lady shit.
Even the Bible don't bring that up. It says two guys can't lay together, but it doesn't say nothing about women.
I don't know
So
why.
I'm assuming approval via lack of comment. Or they may have never run across it.
I'm with you.
At any rate,
I'm with you. Um, Sean Jimmy, can I get a title of what book he's reading? Name or link? I'm getting a copy. Shawnee, if you could take that one for me and fucking shoot him a link. Right now, all I got is a pic. I can send you a link to a image. That's about it. The
that
well,
was a newspaper article, wasn't it?
I believe so. It says it was an article from 1950. Um, Oz says, I'm still trying to understand why gays and lesbians care about abortion because if people aren't shitting out kids at a fucking wait, do the gays want abortion or not want abortion? That's the question.
They're pro death of babies.
Pro death of babies. Okay, then I don't know. I thought they were anti-abortion and that was so they could keep on adopting all the ones that are unwanted and fucking turn them into little soldiers for their army. Little gay soldiers.
Well, I assume a lot of dads were like that.
What?
I knew that.
Oh, wait till your dad gets home?
Yeah, the whole wait till your dad gets home thing. I knew that it was part of my parental responsibility to see to this, but that hit me with it when I walked through the door. God damn, that would piss me off. And so, it had the effect on the kids that they didn't want me to be hit with that when I walked through the door either because somebody's taking ass with it.
Oh, well, yeah, sometimes I get my ass whooped twice. I never had the whole wait till your grandpa gets home or none of that shit. But fuck it, cause my grandma was not afraid to whoop ass. She just fucking jumped in there and fucking she knew she was hurting me cause more than likely she was cooking, so she would use a wooden spoon because that would be the closest thing within arm's reach. And that motherfucker hurt. It hurt for a long time. Um, and then I was 13, I grabbed that motherfucker, and there was never ever. But sometimes I got my ass whooped twice because my grandpa would get home, and then she would start bitching at him about having to fucking beat my ass, And then he would have to go beat my ass because that's the only way that she would stop bitching at him.
I don't know that I ever whipped the kids if they were whipped by the old lady.
Yeah, I got twice sometimes.
I might have. They did something bad enough.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
Uh,
I got twice. I've got twice quite a few times.
I finally figured out that, I get a hold of something that makes a lot of racket. I could whoop the shit out of the kids and never ever hurt them, but it didn't matter, man. They were uh, hurt by the noise.
Yeah.
That it was just as effective a punishment as actually taking a leather belt and whooping them.
Yeah. My grandfather had a look sometimes where it was just like it was almost tear-inducing. Like, don't worry, what did I do? What's gonna happen next? Um.
Now, I smarten off could get him smacked in the freaking mouth right there.
Oh yeah, immediately. You can't backtalk. You can't backtalk. I heard the grandkids say no, Granny, and like my PTSD from childhood kicked back in, and I was like, wait, did he just say no to you? Grab the scissors and
You
shit.
go diving for the couch.
Yeah, I'm like, ah! I hid under the bed behind the chairs and shit. Oh my god, but yeah, fucking, I don't know, man. But I thought that was a good lesson though when I was 13, fucking about standing up for yourself and shit like that. Cause I grabbed that wooden spoon and I never got beat again. But I got sent to a group home, so fucking don't stick up for yourself, guys. That's the lesson. Don't ever
Thinking
stick up for yourself.
maybe the beating was a little bit better punishment than you
Yeah,
ended up with.
yeah. Please, just whoop my beat the shit out of me, please. Am I bleeding yet? You're not done. But yeah, Jimmy sounds like he's hiding in a closet, whispering, so his old lady does not kick his ass. I'll throw her down some stairs right now. Give me a staircase.
Obviously, she's working.
uh, I'll fucking yeah. I'll abuse her good.
I never made the correlation, but I think her listening to the chat is why some of the shows are avoided because you can't fucking talk because she beat the fuck out of you.
She's right there. Like, hey guys, no chat today. My wife's right here.
That take the ass whipping thing. Yeah, I had figured that one out early on. Uh, because having my favorite toy taken away or being grounded to my room, even though I had every fucking possible thing I could want to do,
Right.
I still hated it.
Yeah,
So
because that's when you get sent to your room is the time that you want to be outside. That's how that always works. For sure.
so that whooping, even though I raised welts with the fucking coat hanger or metal fly swatter handle, that didn't hurt as bad as being locked in my room, even though I didn't have a fucking door. But my kids never made that connection. They'd do about anything to get out taking the ass with them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I believe
But
that.
really the ass whipping stopped on the kids when they were about probably 10, 11, 12 years old. Because the grounding fucking worked way better.
Well, that's the thing is that there's way worse things than fucking way worse torture than just beating a kid. Like beating a kid is for I mean, you got to think my grandparents were old fucking people. You know what I mean? I mean, just getting raised by your grandparents alone, that's a whole nother generation raising you. Fucking so I mean, they were just we can beat their ass and they'll listen. Stove's hot type shit, you know? Once you realize the stove's hot, you're gonna stop touching that motherfucker. And they just weren't
Never,
creative. But if you get creative, man, there's some fucking tortures out there. Especially with social media nowadays. Holy shit.
never once in my life did any of my grandmothers whip me.
Yeah. I'm sure that they probably, I don't know, I don't know. Those motherfuckers seem like they kind of enjoyed it, but at the same time, I'm sure that they probably would have rather been grandparents than parents.
Uh,
But
well, like I said the other day, I was a preemie baby, and I was the first grandson for my mom's mom. So, I had that special status seniority thing going on.
yeah,
Plus,
see,
they knew I wasn't going to survive. I
I
mean,
had that, I had that.
that was
Go ahead.
that was in their mind because I did die when I was born, and they figured I wasn't long for this earth.
Yeah, I had kind of the same thing. I had a umbilical cord, um, but with
That
me,
was your
I
mom
was.
trying to fucking hang you from in utero.
I just got a visual like you walk in the bathroom and they're fucking this lady's elbow deep in her shit. They took away Roe v. Wade, so now I gotta strangle this motherfucker.
Honest to God, I wasn't going there. I was
No, I
doing
know.
more like making a hula move, so slosh you around inside and wrap the cord.
Yeah, just do a little fuck, do the truffle shuffle. Fucking. uh, yeah.
Heavy B. How to Make Your Child a Mass Shooter by Jim Gates.
Block them from the world. First of all. Second of all, show them a whole bunch of war clips, just the like violent, gory parts with their eyes taped open.
Do militaristic firearms training so they're actually capable of using the gun effectively.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Set up little like silhouette targets in their room. Give them BB guns at a young age so they can learn. Obviously.
I I had actually had some concerns about my oldest not being a mass shooter, but she was one that took the, you know, your sisters or your blood, you protect your blood over anybody.
Yeah, right.
Uh, I had to go to school to explain what we're going to do to her for beating the piss out of another girl for picking on the youngest. And I'm like, I'm not going to do nothing because that's what I fucking told her to do. And then I never got called back to school. And they always like go to school. She's like, I'm not going to do nothing because that's what we teach you to do. It's her job to protect your sisters. It's their job to stand together.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I don't know. I wouldn't, I never punished. I wasn't around for fights, actually. But yeah, I wouldn't punish
I
for fights.
Now I had to step in between them fighting each other. I mean, my number two was trying to kill number one with throwing a chair at her down the stairs. Like, wait a minute, no, we can't be having that. If you want to fight, I put them face to face. I said, you stand here and you fight.
Yeah, you
And then
got
this chair shit.
too extreme.
Uh, Hang on, I
Fat
want to
boy.
take a look out the back door. I hear something that I'm not sure what is.
That's alright. I was just doing a security fucking sweep around the house my goddamn self. I had a Red Rider and upgrade every time, every couple years. Oh, yeah, but see, but what you really want to do to make that mass shooter is fucking every time that they do something. If they curse or they talk back or something like that, you got to get out the duct tape and it's time to watch some old fucking World War II footage or some shit on the dark web or something like that.
You
You
really
know?
don't have a clue. If you have a son, and this will also work with daughters, but you have to go at it a little different. For one, you seduce every girlfriend he ever gets,
Oh yeah, but
and
that's obvious.
if you can knock a couple of them up, that's so much the better. But you got to sleep with an eye open because your old lady's gonna be pissed off about this one too, and she might shoot you.
Yeah. Pregnancy, you gotta wait till they're 18 though.
You you have to, one, kill the will to live. 2, uh, kill any self-value. 3, kill any value to anybody else.
No, we're getting serious
I'm
here.
just kidding here. This is just fucking.
We're getting serious here. And then after that, you take their soul. Once you have their soul, they're ready.
I just taught my daughters that a gun will solve any problem you got. I was actually kind of intending them to shoot boyfriends and shit, but hey, whatever.
Yeah, see, that's why I always wanted a daughter. I never had a daughter, a stepdaughter, but she was too old by then. But I wanted to fucking.
Obviously, you did well with her, since how she's.
Oh, don't blame that on me. Don't blame that on me. She's 27 years old and fucking I only known her for 10 years. She was already fucking she was already done by the time I
Yeah,
came
so
around.
you say.
She's already done by the time I came around. Cook that fucking chicken. But yeah.
Actually, I'm pretty happy with how my kids turned out.
You
Yeah.
know,
I wished one of them would have got wealthy, but
that would have been the fucking optimal.
wealthy to support dad. I mean,
Of course. Oh, this little puppy's trying so hard to get to me.
but
They're
I'm certain that if I ended up out on the streets, there wouldn't be any of them that turned me out immediately. They wouldn't let me stay with them very long because I'm an asshole. But uh, I know I can rely on my kids for help. And they know they'd be probably the last fucking people I would ask. Works out well that way.
Yeah, I bet. Taking souls is my job, asshole. Oh yeah, that's right, because you're a fucking ginger vampire, I forgot. Gingers have no souls, so they need to feed on the other souls.
And that's why I'm attracted to ginger women.
Because they steal your soul. They're succubuses. Succubi.
Hey, have you ever had bad sucking?
Actually, couple bitches have gotten a little toothy on me in my time. I've had a couple.
But
Couple.
did that make you stop them and go away?
Oh, absolutely not. I just didn't come back.
Oh shit.
I didn't come back, but yeah, no, it didn't stop. Come on, once that's in progress, it's like the
Well,
fucking
I
spaceship
don't
launching. Once that's going up, you can't take it down.
I don't fault you for the not going back. I mean, because that particular situation, any escalation means you're going to be in fucking trouble.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
She got away with that little toothiness. Next time she'd bite that fucker off.
yeah. If she was toothy while she was being friendly, imagine that bitch when she's mad.
That's
Oh,
going back to the post-apocalyptic books. The one I told you about the other day with Max Redacted.
a lady bit a guy's
Uh,
dick off?
oh yes,
Oh God.
this Max guy, the main characters, broke into somebody's house and he found a woman dead on the floor and he said her tongue looks misshapen. He went on exploring the house trying to find shit he could use. Gets upstairs and there's a biker dude in the bathroom dead with his hands cupped over his crotch and he said, I don't think that was her tongue.
uh, I would say not, kind sir. Is this book based in America? Is this an America thing?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Sorta. I mean, it starts out with him in America going to Syria, trying to lose the virus that wipes out the fucking grid and everything else, and then he come back to Arkansas.
Yeah, because I would say like
And
we're
it's
not.
all
Go ahead.
it's 2 books, but basically its first book is based on the very uh, rural, not so much rural, but the northwestern corner of Arkansas, and they're taking care of that, dealing with the collapse in just that area. And then they moved to go to Washington to do whatever the fuck they got to do. So I don't give too much away in case you do actually hear it.
Right, yeah. No
You
spoilers,
know,
guys.
and the one thing that I find hard to believe is how easily these people find fucking resources.
Well, like bullets are laying around in bushes and shit like that.
Well, there's in this particular Max Redacted one, there's a fucking train that's got fucking train load of shit that they can use for this or that or the other thing in it.
Like, this train has everything that we need. One car has guns, one car has food, the other car has women.
No, but there's like there's a car full of copper wires so they can make shit with the copper, and there's food.
Oh, okay. So it's
You
not
know,
giving
it's
them too
just
much. They still gotta like work to make shit,
oh yeah.
but all of the tools are provided to them.
Uh, yeah, and of course, if you got a train track, you got an anvil because everybody can make a fucking railroad iron into an anvil. And I have actually seen that several times in the past where people have used train track to make an anvil out of it.
Well, yeah, either that or a very, very effective paperweight. One or the other. Extremely
But
effective.
the thing with them is, I was struck by the different scenarios that all sprang from the end of the world as we know it. Right now I'm listening to one that's fucking huge series of books, and it's all fucking zombie. And generally, I hate zombie fiction
Yeah, it's kind of gay.
because fucking zombies ain't real. But this makes it a little bit more plausible. And the guy that writes it, I enjoy his writing style a lot. He's got a great sense of humor with his wording. Uh, and this guy's name is Devin Ford.
You just Devin Ford. You just reminded me of some asshole that I know, though. Not you're not the asshole, but you reminded me of an asshole that I know in real life. Motherfucker was like, yeah, I don't like zombie movies. That shit is fake. But he'll sit down and watch vampire movies and like the Vampire Chronicles and all that. Like loves vampires and like, well, they're fake too. How do you know?
But are they?
Vampires?
You see some of the stuff, and probably one of the better kind of shady explanations for why everybody thinks vampires are not real was done on the X Files, where one of the head vampires was talking about a vampire that they killed and said he just can't get the concept of a low profile.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're out there. They're just quiet.
So you think they are real?
I don't know. I don't think they're real. I do
Now
believe that there is human people out there that believe that they're vampires and file their teeth and do weird gay cult
they
shit.
they did a bit on that on the X Files too, which was kind of creepy.
The real kids.
The humans that actually practice vampirism and shit like that, drink blood. I mean, who ain't licked a bloody pussy?
It's happened to me.
It ain't that bad.
It's not the worst. But when it is bleeding, though, that's when you kind of stick to more of the upper deck, the clit and shit like that.
If it gets you an orgasm at the end of the whole deal, it's worth it.
Yeah, yeah,
And you will wash off, so don't sweat
yeah, yeah. I
it.
mean,
It ain't like you go out in a crowd and they can just see it on your face that you did. Unless you don't wash off, then they'll probably arrest you for being a fucking killer.
you know what? Oh my god, I had a fucking reaction like that. I was a teenager. I walked into the fucking room. I didn't have blood on my face, but it was on the bottom of my t-shirt. And it was like a whole fucking like circle of blood around my fucking like pelvic area and shit. And I'm like, oh shit. People were horrified until the bitch walked out of the room, and then it was like you could hear people gasp like ah, like fucking sighs of relief.
They think you got your dick bit off or what?
I don't know. Killed the bitch.
I'm not applying pressure to that motherfucker.
stabbed the bitch and fucked her in the hole or something. I don't know what the fuck they thought, man, but they were horrified when I walked out with blood on my shirt. Like
I
none of them
seen
bitches ever fucking fucked on their period before. You know, come on.
I seen where a chick had got stabbed and raped, and I don't know the specific order, but they said that when she got stabbed, it pierced her uh, stomach or esophagus or something, and sperm went down in and knocked her up. And I'm like, wait a fucking minute. And I mean, this is a legit thing I seen somewhere on some news source.
Wait, he mouth
You
raped
know,
her and she got pregnant?
ah,
Raped her.
I think she got gang raped,
Oh.
but I don't know because I don't know why they were making the assertion that it went from her esophagus to impregnate her. They tried to burn.
Science.
I don't know. It might have just been trying to grab headlines too.
That's
I wish
yeah.
I could remember that.
I don't know.
I'm like, that would be my luck.
But see, that's the
Get a
thing.
blow.
That's what sucks about fucking gang rape, though, is that then you never know who the father is. They'd
Well, I
be
can tell you who it ain't. It ain't me.
You'd be hard pressed to get everybody that was involved in the gangbang together the next day for a fucking blood test.
It depends. If they're young, guys are stupid enough to admit it.
All right. Yeah, that my baby. Yeah, that my baby. Um, we were
Okay,
talking.
these guys were all fucking her. I just filed right in there and did it myself.
Yeah, mine didn't. My sperm didn't reach there first. I was all the way in the back. uh, on fucking Wednesday. Wait, today's
It is
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
On Monday, um, you and No Show Strike were fucking talking about the the etiquette of getting handed a gun. When
Okay.
when someone hands a gun off to us, we were talking about the etiquette of that. You know, treat it fucking respectfully. Don't drop it. Don't be a dickhead. You know, that kind of shit. What would
We're just
be
talking about the etiquette of handling somebody else's gun.
right? Yeah, getting a gun handed to you, pretty much. You're somebody else's gun and you handling it. Now, what is the proper etiquette on the other side of that? If you're the one handing off a gun, you know, you check the chamber in front of them, fucking drop the magazine. Do you even bother? Do you just say, ah, it's loaded here? Careful.
if if it's somebody I know or it's kids, I'm very judicious about handing them a loaded gun. But that's trying to teach these kids how to use them. So you start with hand them the loaded gun, let them shoot it, and then start working towards teaching them how to check, um, load the gun, rack around in it. Uh, you want to get them excited first by letting them shoot one. And if they show good interest, then you can start really bringing education into it.
Yeah.
Although I firmly think you should teach a kid how to handle a gun, even if they're not shooting one, if they find one. But I'd really rather them not pick it up and check it if it's loaded. I'd rather just don't touch it, go to somebody, or pick it up and bring it to dad because dad wants it. I mean, if it's a gun that's valuable.
Yeah. What about a regular person? Like a stranger at the range or something like that. Hey, pal, want to shoot my 44?
I don't.
You don't? I don't.
I've done that one time and the guy didn't want to shoot.
Oh, well,
And
then
I
that's
had
it.
44 special ammo with me. I wouldn't hand him full house magazine.
That would
But
sour me, too. I'd be like, oh, fuck that. I'm not sharing anything anymore with any of these people.
he walked over and he asked about it. He seen I was shooting a revolver, and he had a group of his family with him. I mean, there was like 6 people there. And I talked to the guy for a few minutes, and I said, "You're welcome to try it out if you want." He's like, "Nah, no thanks."
He probably didn't want to seem soft in front of his old lady.
Well, I was eyeing her.
Yeah, see?
See, there you go.
This guy set me up with a gun that's gonna blow up so he can fuck my wife.
Now that you mention it, that is the gun that I cracked.
Oh, it was a Ruger?
That's the one you had to send back, right?
But this was after that.
Right.
Oh,
right.
after it was fixed.
After.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the name of that? It was a fucking, I'm assuming Heavy B's accent about the audio book. What was the name of it again?
The one that the only thing I can think of off the top of my head for the title is the Chronicles of Max Redacted.
Chronicles
that's-
of Max Redacted.
It's something else that's the main title, but I'm sure that if you type in the Chronicles of Max Redacted, it'll come up. There's 2 books.
And it's by fucking Henry Ford?
Devin
Ford.
Although I don't know who did that book. Devin Ford's the one I'm working on now.
What about you, Night Strike? How about when you hand a gun off to somebody? We're talking about etiquette. Do you fucking drop the magazine, empty out the chamber, safety check it, all that shit before you hand it off? Do you just tell them it's loaded? Do you... What do you do?
Well, are we at the firing line, or are we
Yeah.
just,
we could...
just at the range? It's like, see, there's a difference when you're at the table, as opposed to just standing away from the table.
How about we're at your house and somebody like walking you're outside and fucking one of your buddies or something wants to see, not a stranger obviously, but one of your buddies.
My backyard is a private range, so the only people there are going to be people I invite.
Okay, they're in your house. They break into your house in the middle of the night. They wake you up and they want to see your gun.
I live in the proper South. That happens. They leave in a body bag.
Yeah.
All right.
But as far as you're shooting at the range, and etiquette, as far as someone asks you about a gun you have, honestly, I would ask if they wanted to shoot it, and if they did, okay. I wouldn't hand it to them loaded. I'd show them how to load it.
Right.
Just because you really can't tell with some people. It's easier to teach them how to load the gun, and then show them how to operate it instead of just handing them a loaded gun, because that's
Do they end up with a
question right
fucking
there.
loaded gun standing there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, that's the end all be all. I don't know, maybe put it on the table and run away.
Actually, I don't offer to let people shoot my guns except for people I'm related to. And I got no fucking problem handing them a loaded gun.
Yeah.
But I don't get freaked out about being flagged either.
Right.
I've emptied chambers before. Definitely.
I don't think it would be a bad idea to have the gun with the slide open and locked back and a loaded magazine.
I mean, I don't. At the same time, I mean, if we're at my backyard range, okay, it's different. Like if somebody sees one of my guns and they want to, they said, "Hey, can I shoot that?" I'm like, yeah, go ahead. And so I handed it. So if it's in the backyard range, I'd usually, load the gun and put it on safe and tell them to just take the safety off.
Yeah.
But again, you follow the proper safety rules. Keep it pointed away from anything you're not willing to shoot.
Well, yeah, that too is if I'm handing my gun off to somebody at the range, which is very rare, but
Right.
because usually when I go, it's in the fucking desert anyway, and I'm usually with people that I know.
Well,
But
you see the videos of me in my backyard shooting with AWAG and
Yeah.
a few of the other gun channel guys, and it's like normally I bring a fold table, or we use the bed of somebody's truck to lay the guns out, and then we just shoot them.
Yeah, and then there's magazines and all kinds of shit, whatever.
Yeah.
But
More often than not, when I hand somebody a gun, like that. It's been like down in Oklahoma where it's rifles mostly. But
Right.
I didn't have them load any of those guns. I did.
Yeah.
Gunmetal makes a good point. Fucking, he says I'm having anxiety of all the new shooters in the lanes next to me at ranges nowadays. And I could see that because you got a lot of inexperienced people, especially over the Trump thing when all the liberals thought that all the MAGA people were gonna come and rape them or whatever the fuck, and they were scared, so they were buying guns for the revolution. I could see them not knowing the
Now it's the
four
opposite.
rules.
All the liberals are trying to use those guns to go after the judges that said this about abortion.
I think that most of them sold their guns when the prices went up.
Oh, ooh,
Like a
bad
whole
decision.
stock exchange type of thing. You know, like, I could see that. Like they bought it when it was cheap and Trump was gonna fucking be in office, and then they resold everything on arms list.
Actually, I think a lot more of them bought when they had to fight for toilet paper.
Ooh,
Oh
And
yeah,
Trump was already a past
yeah,
history guy.
yeah. That is true. But I thought there was a whole big boom when Trump was in there. I remember gun sales spiking and all that shit.
yeah.
Trump is in there was a fucking slump, man.
Uh, if
Yeah,
I
now you
seen
got
that,
now you got Mr. Biden who's giving us really, really bad gas prices and a diesel shortage, and he wants to take away everything, and he just funded an entire terrorist army. It's like, what the fuck?
he probably didn't know what he was doing, to be honest with you. In Joe's defense,
That much is for certain. There is no question he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
Well, you name a gun grabbing lib that fucking knows because
They
the
don't.
proof is already out there that the gun control shit does not work.
yeah, we've had
And
a
if they
trial run of that.
have the fucking pipe dream that they're going to get rid of all guns, their mental stability should be checked by a professional.
Yeah, if they say they're going to get rid of all guns, what they mean is they're going to take away all your shit. The military, the police, and any other law enforcement are still going to have guns, and you're going to have nothing, and they're going to press you. That's what they mean.
Not going to have nothing.
No, but when someone says they want to take away all guns, that's what they mean. Only
Yeah.
they have the guns, so they can push you around, and you can't do shit.
Well, that is true because I've seen that in like actual life, not a politician, but somebody that's fucking very
Actual
far
life,
left.
we've seen it in fucking history books.
Far left. I'm talking about recently though. Far left people that are like, yeah, guns are bad, but I got a couple guns. Yeah.
You say recent, but listen, Jimmy, as far back as our grandparents' time, okay, they saw that shit happen, and that wasn't fun.
Probably further than that with swords and shit. The Romans,
Well,
anybody?
no, the Romans never said you couldn't defend yourself.
You can't have swords if you're a fucking commoner.
No, the Romans never said that.
You got a sword and a shield as a commoner, you're getting fucked up. You don't think so?
No. In the Roman times, if you have a sword and shield, they're like, "Hey, you're perfect material for the army, so get on the front lines."
If you're a
That's
commoner
literally what
with
it is.
weapons, they're going to say, "Welcome to the arena. Meet the kiddies."
Yeah, or that, depending on if you weren't popular. It's either army or the arena for you.
Well, now, being popular and being a commoner are mutually exclusive, I would say.
Yeah.
I'd start a Let's Go Brandon chant, but it'd kind of be fucking lame with just three of us.
Hold on, I've got something for that.
Soundboard time, baby.
Go, Brandon, I agree.
Yeah.
That was the president himself saying, "Let's go, Brandon."
Biden approved. I remember
There we
watching
go.
that. His wife fucking was like, ugh.
She smiled.
She knew what was going on.
Yeah.
I can't believe I fucked this son of a bitch.
Yeah. Oh God! I remember when he was
Yeah.
younger and debonair. Heavy says, with friends like you, Jimmy, the ones I know that can handle themselves, I just say it's hot.
Yes.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you're at the range and you're with your buddies, obviously, like, hey, don't, here.
I mean, for one thing, I would not hand a gun to a stranger that I didn't know can handle it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, because for one, it's not my job to teach everybody how to fucking handle a gun. My grandkids and kids, nieces, nephews, shit like that, that's family. That's different.
What if there's a
That's
guy
what-
next to you, Tone, right? And he's shooting fucking Desert Eagle, 500 Magnum, fucking has big fucking a big ass fucking rifle, and he's like, "Hey, can I shoot your 44, man?"
No,
Okay. I'll let you shoot this 500.
I don't want to shoot that 500.
Let you shoot this Desert Eagle, man.
I want to shoot that even fucking less.
I'll let you fuck my wife, man.
Here,
It's loaded. Back in
That's a loaded
5.
question.
Oh my god. So they would be armed when they were medieval commoners were actually encouraged to be armed, so they were armed when they were needed as levies. Yeah, I could see that too.
Or when they were needed as conscripts.
Hey, you're a soldier now.
Hey, you got a sword? You got a shield? You are prime material. Get your ass in line and defend the front lines.
get out of the field off of your goddamn knees, grab your sword, and come on.
Yep.
We're going to war.
I don't
You're
know.
going to war. I'm going to stand on the hill behind you and watch.
Why do
That's
both of
how it
you
was back in the day. That's how it was.
Why do both of your guys as Romans have southern draws?
Hey, I lived most of my life in the South.
Oh, I
That's why.
come from the boot heel of Rome.
Well, technically, my family came from the southern part of Italy, so that's why.
You know, back
Not
then
Sicily,
there was no
not
Italy.
Sicily, just the southern part of Italy.
Yeah, it was
Back
Rome.
then it was Rome.
Yeah.
And to quote some of the Roman guards of the day, the whole world is Rome.
Yeah.
Well, they had to split it up. They had to change it into two because they were racist, and then the Moors came in and raped all the Sicilian people and made them into,
We don't talk
undesirables.
about Sicilians.
Uh,
My
uh,
grandfather.
Well, you know, us
My
Southern
my
Romans,
grandfather never liked Sicilians.
Yeah, it's because they were raped by the Moors and they were half black, so they didn't like them.
just us Southern Romans didn't like the dark-skinned one.
No.
Well, the northern ones were fine. The southern ones were the ones that got invaded and raped by Moors and Ethiopians.
Well, that's only if you lived in Sicily.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, I lived where I was surrounded by fucking ocean except for one side. Ain't nobody gonna come in and rape me.
They'll find a way, man. Rape always finds a way, Tony.
My family came from the mainland, so that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. One of those northerners.
That was my great grandmother.
How can we fuck up a conversation on Roman treatise?
We can't.
Yet we did.
Tony is a cut to the chase son of a bitch, like Buford
is.
Justice would say.
He's cut to the chase with the tip of the sword.
I don't ever bring a knife to a gunfight.
There it is. There it is. Let's get back to guns. What
Yeah,
about a
hey,
bayonet?
Gunmetal guy got it. He was fucking True Romance. Hell yeah.
What about a bayonet to a gunfight?
Well, is the bayonet
It's
attached to a
not.
gun?
Yes,
Well, then you're fine. Is the gun loaded?
of course. There's only one way to carry a bayonet, and that's with on the rifle.
You're fine. You'll be fine.
Bayonet's fucking useless, man. I ain't getting that fucking close to somebody.
Well, yeah, but you're old. Us
Tony, you're
youngins,
so
me and
old, I
Night
doubt
Strike,
you could get close.
me and Night Strike are gonna be running into the fight. You're gonna be sniping from the back with that 45-70.
Yeah. On the hill over yonder.
I'll polish my boots with your blood.
Oh boy.
It'll smell
How
like
much-
pennies. Nobody smelled the whole pile of blood before I take it. Shit.
The blood that I'm most known with smelling doesn't have the same smell as blood coming out of your vein.
Yeah, it's a little bit more eggy, fishy, fish eggy,
Actually, it's more irony.
clumpy. Irony is what pennies smell like.
I know. I knew the reference.
Yeah, it smells like iron.
I was trying to not bring it back to that.
Pussy juice blood, are you talking, Tony? Vaginal blood? Let's get into some fucking gun news here. Everything is...
Is there any good gun news?
All the funny shit is bombing.
Are
Houston
you-
area...
Yeah, no shit.
Houston area company says Biden admin's ghost gun policy will put them out of business.
No shit.
Yeah, that's
What,
their goal.
That's what half the industry has said. You know, when Biden released that fucking ghost gun thing,
Yeah.
half the industry, the gun industry, said that because a good quarter of the industry is that shit.
Well, isn't there? They can circumvent it though, can't they? By still releasing the same kits, but putting a fucking number on it or something like that.
Yeah, just putting a serial number on that, and then it negates the point of actually getting one of those because it's serialized.
But they have to go through all the hoops for the ATF to get a fucking license to do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah,
don't have to on a ghost gun kit.
Yeah, see,
Uh-huh.
that's the fucking bitch part. Damn.
Yeah.
But don't people with a ghost gun? Don't people still have to serialize the trigger group or something like that? Don't they still have to buy a serialized
Nope.
action? No.
Except California.
Not mine.
Okay.
No,
you
but
hear that?
Yeah, I heard.
If you
Is
get
that
on-
a ghost? Is that a ghost?
That's a ghost. That's a ghost. It has no serial number.
if you get online and order parts to build a gun, there's going to be a record.
Yeah.
And it's probably already been sent to the ATF discreet. How the fuck do they run across all these people that are doing, dozens of them? You think they're just fucking stumbling onto these guys? I don't think so.
Not an accident, that's for sure.
But yeah, that's my Palmer 80 build.
That's something that dawned on me early on. Every time you hear them, they've found somebody who's built a whole fucking bunch of them to sell them. Like, how in the fuck do they know? There's a flag popping somewhere.
Yeah, and it goes
Every
back.
guy in the fucking room went quiet.
Well, that's because it's scary to think about. But, I mean, it's true though. Even if it's a fucking kid that bought it online, it's going back to that. It's getting traced back to that kid's parents, or whoever the fuck's credit card that was used. Like, there's still record and shit. Like, I don't know. I think it's just something to fucking complain about. Like, it put people that are in the gun industry out of work, out of business.
It's that, and it's more control.
Yeah. Oh well, that's always there. That's always
They've,
going to be the
Let's
issue.
assert more control because we don't have enough of it.
They've come closer to ruining fucking the whole gun industry in itself by eliminating primers.
Well, yeah, that's true. But with the whole control thing, like that kind of surprised me. Even with the whole Roe v. Wade, I'm surprised that got overturned because that is, even though it's minuscule and meaningless, that's like they're giving up a little bit of their control. Like I don't know. That's all about control.
Well,
It's all about control. It's not about gun control. It's about the politicians' control over the country, the people, and everything in it.
you have that backwards. They're taking back control.
Really? How?
Yeah, by saying that women can't fucking kill babies.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that is
Ooh.
true. That is true. I mean, I looked at it like that, but at the same time, yeah, you're right. I look at
Okay,
it
so
like
only from a gun show, you think that metallic strip is just the anti-counterfeit device, Heavy? We'll jump off into the fucking conspiracy theory pool on the deep end right now.
Just use a coat hanger. You'll be fine.
Yeah, you take a coat hanger and you break the hook off right where it's twisted together. You elongate that fucker out and hook it in a cordless drill.
Yep.
Instant abortion.
Instant abortion.
You don't do the drill. I don't know why you're hung up on this drill part, Tony.
Because power bills are manly.
That's gonna be fucking the worst mess in the world.
And if she's willing to kill her baby, nothing less than she deserves.
You poke it with the
Exactly.
hanger and then you suck it out with the vacuum, and then it's
Ooh,
fucking, and then you
ooh.
collect $250. Bam. Jimmy's fucking Mr. Pickles abortion. You make 'em, we scrape 'em.
So when
uh,
your shop back sucks her uterus out of her body, do you take your fingers and poke it back or what?
yeah,
Ugh.
that's it.
Okay,
That's
I'm
it.
just curious.
I'm a doctor.
Want to make sure you've thought this all the way through.
There's nothing sexual about it. I'm a doctor.
Jim,
Do you
you were.
stick your dick in her uterus while it's out?
Well, how do you get the meat back in?
I was waiting for that
I
one.
never thought about that.
And after the vacuum part, I'm already rock hard, so.
Uh,
Shit.
$10. This one gets fucking booted.
A historic fucking event. The U.S. firearm homicides have hit highest rate in decades.
I seen that this morning.
In 2020, the CDC finally let out their 2020 news, or their 2020 data. I mean, I'm sorry.
they're
Yeah,
2
but they're
years
trying
too
to
late.
imply right now that it's current.
But it's not. I mean, it's 2 years ago. But
It's during the shutdown when people were fucking driven crazy by being fucking locked up in their house.
Yep.
oh, so this is they're also fucking. They're counting suicides. They're counting fucking.
Well, of course they are.
But the title of it says homicides. So how the fuck you can't homicide yourself? If you homicide yourself, that's a suicide, right?
Dead by gun equals homicide.
Sadly.
Fucking a thug. Who was fucking a thug? What do y'all think about the deputy offering herself instead of taking responsibility for fucking a thug and throwing away 17 years? I heard a fucking I heard of of a CO doing that, of a
That
correctional officer doing that, but I don't think she killed herself.
that that guard that helped that fucking inmate escape 2 weeks ago from Georgia.
Oh, that was the CO then. Yeah, she killed herself.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
Oh, fuck her.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't handle it.
you might want to watch a news article or news TV program or something once in a while.
I
Keep topically current.
Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, man, I'm here. What? I type the word gun news in Google and I'm
You
looking.
know, I
We're tough.
was reading the news yesterday, and apparently a dude here in South Carolina, an old man, he had a heart attack while trying to bury someone he had strangled to death.
That was
You know the most
that
surprising.
was a meme.
You know the most surprising thing about that?
Mm.
I didn't figure you to read.
That was
Yeah,
wing.
no,
That
oh,
was
funny.
they were.
Funny.
That was supposed to be Wings of Redemption.
Yeah.
You heard of him?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a meme. That didn't really happen. That's the
No,
same guy that they said that's not Sam Hyde, but the fat guy, the one that they said that was a school shooter before and all that shit.
I'll tell you something about the actual prison guard and the convict where she killed herself. You need to go look at that and look at what they had to work with and wonder how the fuck they ever got caught.
Oh, that is real. What?
I mean, they had fucking bucket of fucking money, guns. See now, Heavy B's putting out fucking facts here. You can fuck up the whole damn show.
Yeah, he's not allowed to give us facts.
He
He
says there's
doesn't
three
read the
types of
facts.
homicide: murder, manslaughter, and suicide.
Suicide. I have to disagree. I don't know. Suicide is its own fucking thing.
Yeah.
Homicide is me killing fucking Tony. Manslaughter.
Homicide is dead body.
Is someone running over Tony?
No, homicide is me killing Tony. Manslaughter is me accidentally killing Tony. Suicide is Tony kills himself.
So basically, all these things are not within the realm of possibility.
Well, no, actually, what we
Whatever.
really need to ask, what we really need to ask, Tony, is why Jimmy is so set with offing you.
Because his wife likes me better.
Oh,
I disagree. I think that you're spreading misinformation out there, Heavy B. I think this is misinformation.
this is getting heated up.
Sorry, I'm educated and you're street urchin.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care.
Well, he's got the street part right anyway. At least you were.
Well, Heavy B, you can claim that you can claim this the educated part, but you lose a few points for being a ginger. So it kind of equals out.
So this is real. Fucking Joseph McKenna, 60, killed Patricia Dent, 65, inside of a Trenton home Saturday. Deputies responded to the residence, an unresponsive male lying in his yard. He's still fucking proud. He was probably still mad while he was burying her. You fucking bitch. See what you made me fucking do? Now I'm out here fucking digging at fucking 9 o'clock at night and I'm supposed to be in bed.
That's Georgia?
I went off of it. North
This
Carolina.
fucking close enough. The fucking Clay, goddamn bitch.
Wait, what? Yeah, the fucking stupid.
Try to dig clay sometime, you'll get it.
I have. You gotta fucking put rebarb. What I did was put rebarb in the ground, like stab it in there a few times, and then let the hose run on it for like half of the day.
Rebarb, is that leafy fruit and you just pronounce it wrong?
No, that's rhubarb. Rebarb is the fucking.
You know, fucking B on it, it's rebar.
Whatever.
As in reinforcing bar.
Reinforcing bar. I call it rebarb. Call it rebarb since I was a fucking kid. Call it rebarb till I die, Tony.
Oh, that's sad to know that you're gonna die fucking wrong. I'm happy to say that I can at least tell you it so you'll know it today.
People have died worse. They've died raped on fire. I've died wrong. I could die wrong.
Speaking of rebar,
Yes.
my old lady's watching some fucking videos series. I think it's fuck, what the hell is that one with the two guys in that 68 Chevy that go after demons and shit? Anyway, they had a homemade. No.
I like Heavy's response to what I said about him being a ginger. He's like, I never lose points, for I am the soulless ginger bastard. Okay. All right. Well, we got that.
They had a jail cell made out of rebar. And I thought, God damn, that's a good fucking idea. I can't believe I never thought of that. Rebar is pretty fucking cheap. Fairly stout.
And it's iron, so you could use it to fight ghosts with. Like in their corporeal form.
Well, I was thinking more along the lines of making a cage to keep women in until they changed their view on what I wanted them to do.
Oh, well, you don't already do that?
I have never put one of them together. Never thought about it. You know, buying
man.
regular cold rolled steel is a little expensive to be doing that shit with.
2022. Oh, I just use a fucking dog kennel. Women are weak. Dog
No,
kennel
I
and
got
a padlock.
a big fucking dog kennel. I never thought about that either. Son of a bitch, I'm falling off the fucking wagon with this shit.
I got a whole little dog run of bitches in my backyard over here. I put a tarp over them during the day so they don't get sun, you know, cancer or whatever the fuck.
Well, you know, it's like most dogs. If they can't see, they won't bark at it anyway.
Oh, these women are different. They just keep barking to hear themselves bark.
And the last female viewer we might have ever had was gone forever.
Gone forever.
Whoopsie daisies.
And yeah, and if my daughters hear this, I'm gonna get fucking ass chewing over it too.
You
I'm
agreed,
joking, girls.
You agreed with that misogynist?
Yeah.
No, mine wouldn't use the word as misogynist. They'd say, "You agree with that fucking idiot?" They are my kids.
A jerk. What a jerk. Whoopsie daisy. Man accidentally texts South Carolina deputy selling drugs and guns. So that's why Night
Ooh.
Strike wasn't here for all of last week.
No, no, I don't.
Son
I
of a
don't do that.
bitch.
uh,
Uh,
wrong number landed a Chesterfield County man in jail after he tried to make a deal to sell marijuana and a gun. What is that? That's it looks like a Taurus. It looks like one of them G. It's not the G3 one, the
how the fuck
G2.
we know? You ain't showing it.
Cause it's on my phone, man. I can't help it that you guys don't got phones.
I got 2 phones.
Well, one for the plug and one for the hose.
One for the internet and one for me to ignore.
According to Chesterfield County Sheriff Officer, 34-year-old Ton Davian Wilson was arrested Monday afternoon for possession with intent to distribute marijuana, possession with intent to distribute marijuana within proximity of a school or playground, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon.
Now,
Oh my!
since how we've trashed on women so much, let's take it to race.
Mm-hmm.
What color do you think that dude's name says he is?
Ton Davian, Nordic.
Uh-huh.
Nordic for sure. That's definitely isn't that
Okay.
a Night Strike? Isn't Tondavian a famous Nordic god?
I don't know.
With he had a sword of lightning or something like that.
I'm thinking, I'm thinking a tad bit south of that,
Italian?
a little
Could
bit
be.
more south.
Further south.
Oh, Sicilian. You think you think he's you think
Yeah,
he's
that's where your family's from, right, Jimmy?
yeah, part Sicilian, yeah.
Yeah, but he's more fucking spick, so that's what we go with.
Ooh, he's part spick.
I got all kinds of melatonin running through my body. Or melanin. Melanin?
Melanin, not
Yeah,
melatonin.
melatonin puts you to sleep. Whatever.
He's like, he's got to be white. Honest to God, this day and age, it wouldn't surprise me a bit.
Yeah.
Everybody's naming their kids stupid fucking shit.
Apple.
Orange.
Yeah. This is my baby sunshine, joy, happy face, Johnson.
I always got a kick out of Ron Howard, how he chose to name his kid
What?
by where he conceived him. And the one kid's name wasn't. He said, well, backseat of a Volvo just didn't have that ring to it.
That's funny. But that's why, you know what? People should start giving their kids stripper names. You know how the strippers work out their names? It's
No.
the street you grew up on and your favorite pet. Something.
That
I don't know.
wouldn't work out well for me, I don't
Or a
think.
porn name. Yeah, I would be Dickens Sammy. Or probably change that around. Sammy Dickens works pretty good. I sound like a noir detective.
I would be M. Ace.
M. Ace.
Yeah. I grew up on State Route M.
And the first dog or first pet's Ace.
That ain't my first pet. If it was the first pet, it'd be Bullet.
M. Bullet. M. Bullet. What about you, Night Strike? What's your horror name?
I don't know.
You don't
Night
know.
Strike.
You don't know the first. Yeah, Night Strike. I was born on Night Street. My first
That's
dog's name
Strike.
was Strike.
I strike on Night Street. There you go.
Crest Forest Fred. I love that. That you see them things pop up on the Facebook now and then, what would your name be based on? I always get fucking stupid. So I just ignore all that bullshit anymore. You know, once they had the audacity to say that it would be Jimmy James. I'm like, there ain't no fucking way. Nobody would do that to me.
Nuh-uh. Not in a million jillion years. Breaking news. More guns are being stolen out of cars in an alarming trend across the nation. I think we already talked about that.
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did. I was from Wednesday. More guns are being stolen out of cars in an alarming trend across the nation. At least 180 cities reported increases in gun thefts from cars from 2019 to 2020. They are
Well,
now.
now,
Yes.
let's delve on this for just a second. Guns have went up in value like 300 fucking percent. Why would anybody want to steal them?
I don't. Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
And again, they're going back to 2020.
Yeah, and I know, and that's what I'm saying. From 2019, at least 180 cities saw a rise in gun thefts from vehicles. Um, the 2020 estimated, 2021 estimated. So they're not. I don't understand. Does it take them 2 years to get fucking data?
No, they grab the time frame that they can get the highest numbers and lowest numbers, depending on what you're looking at, to say whatever they want to fucking say. They grab that segment.
I see that. I just. It doesn't make sense to me how they work this out. Like, how do they actually gather this data? But I mean, I get that makes sense.
I think it's all reported to the CDC. I don't know why gun theft would go now. That may be just FBI.
But these are all people that report this to the CDC, or does the CDC get the data as it's logged in by police? Like, how does that actually work?
I'm sure that it's uh, part of a national database as far as shootings and murders and whatnot.
But people
The
are involved.
guns,
But people are involved in giving this data at the end of the day, right?
I think well, yeah. I think that any firearms theft would be reported to the FBI as a matter of course. You know, unless it's like obviously your kid took it, but then even I would say they probably did. Uh, you know, unless you've met some guy somewhere and got a gun from him under a roof where satellites can't see you.
Well, yeah, that's right. That's kind of my point, though. Is how do they log like private sale? How do they log? What if somebody got their gun stolen and didn't report it or something like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did they?
Well,
It sounds like a flawed system.
see, there's a law in Illinois that you have to report a gun stolen if it was stolen.
Yeah, I could see that out there.
And when I was talking, one of our concealed carry teachers was a little bit more left than most that you would think would be involved in firearms. And I said, tell me, what if you don't know the son of a bitch is stolen? I mean,
Yeah.
I've got guns that I don't look at for, God, months at a time. I mean, there's a filing cabinet here that's got half a dozen guns in it that I haven't opened for probably a month and a half or so. So if somebody had come in here taking them, I wouldn't know it until I open it and look. Well, if you had a gun stuffed in your center console of your car, you know, do you open the console every day to check if your gun's there? I do. Because of that fucking requirement to report a stolen gun, but I don't leave them in the console overnight unless I just get, which it can happen.
What's the point of
You
them
get
reporting this, though?
statistics.
Just another guns are bad statistic? I mean, that's
I
not really
I
working.
assume that's the crux behind it.
Like, people are just leaving their guns littered around everywhere and people are taking them. I just don't
Well,
understand how
figure
they're.
it.
Oh, this could be.
Every
Go ahead.
every ghost gun out there or every stolen gun out there has the potential to be a ghost gun. It pretty much is once it's stolen because the person that stole it has no tie to it
Well, yeah, if somebody steals your gun
on
and
a
then
paper
shoots,
trail.
if somebody steals your gun and then shoots somebody in the head and then throws it in the dumpster, that gun's it's going zipping right back to you.
Uh, the whole idea behind ghost guns is a little bit thin anyway, and you've said that before too, because once the person who actually purchased the gun legally doesn't have it, be it stolen or sold or whatever, then the value of that serial number is pretty fucking minimal.
I've sold fucking hand bushels of guns.
Beep.
No, I haven't sold any black people. But anyway though, yeah. I mean, I've sold a bunch of guns though, and don't have any fucking uh, proofs of purchase or receipts or anything like. I don't know. I've bought guns too, where I don't have any fucking proof of
I
purchase or
have only
anything.
did my whole life. I've only done about 4 exchanges firearms, either getting them or trading for one or something like that. That hasn't been done through a FFL, and a couple of those. Jesus Christ, 40 years ago.
Hmm.
Well, no, not. Yeah, 40. I've been 20 or 21. And the last one would have been with my daughter, so I ain't fucking that because I've actually seen her toy card. I know it's good. But, it's just, I don't know how much of it is more of that whole fucking control light. Because once a gun leaves the original purchaser's hands, there's no fucking tracing it if it doesn't show up in a shooting or something where it's tested. There's no way that gun can be traced back to the original owner as long as it's not used for something.
I could see that
And
though.
what I'm saying is the law-abiding citizen having all of their quote-unquote ghost guns on record isn't going to make a fucking bit of difference.
Hmm.
They're not going to do anything with that non-serialized gun to get it on the radar in the first place.
I could see it being heavy. Says it could be people just calling their guns in stolen, so if they ever get collected, the gun's no longer tied to that person. I could see people doing that, like taking the jokes literally and going to do that. I could see that, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
but filing a false police report, if you did that on several guns, you would likely be committing a felony of some sort.
Yeah, just do it on the
Or
2
they
that
would paint it into a fucking felony.
do it on the 3 that you really like.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do too, Heavy.
That
Uh,
sounds
my partner on the early watch, he needed a gun. I let him take all 37 of them. I trusted him. I
Finally
didn't know he
got
was a
an idiot.
fucking
Are
idiot.
you sure he's not a Fed?
Yeah, what if I was already a federal? What if I was working for Obama and spreading these guns in the fucking Operation Slow and Steady or something like that? Operation Slow and Serious.
Operation really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Shouts
I
to
don't know.
Mr. James, an
I'm
M44 carbine linked to you was used in a shooting to Texas. Know anything about it? You know what, Sean? No, I don't know anything about it. I don't. I don't even know who I sold it to. Matter of fact, officer, so
I
get off.
was really fucking drunk.
Yeah, I was super drunk playing on arms list. I don't know what happened to that gun. I thought I still had it. Do I still have it?
Yeah. No, you don't.
Well, that's what we're trying to ascertain.
Oh, well, you want to come in and look? I guess. I don't know. Get the fuck out.
I have a real I don't want to say problem because that's not what it is. I have a real misgiving with trusting strangers. I wouldn't just willy nilly hand somebody my guns, although I did let Night Strike handle them. So that's kind of counter to my point, but it's not something that I would do on a normal day, like at my own range here, or I wouldn't sell a gun to somebody that I didn't know. I mean, I've never sold a gun to anybody that I didn't know.
Heavy, that could have been an elaborate ruse when you came to my house. The wife is really my secretary. My wife? You mean Agent Bonnet?
So is that why she's more happy to lay with me than you?
Yeah, because
You ain't really her husband.
she's pumping information out of you and cum.
That makes whatever. I'm free with the information.
As long as the cum comes out, you can have whatever you want.
That's right. I'll tell you anything I know, and that ain't much. That I do have a real. It surprised me that I was willing to take my guns down there. I had conversed with Night Strike enough that I felt that I knew him, and I did talk to him before we went to the ring. So it wasn't like he was a stranger.
We had breakfast that morning together.
Well, once you have breakfast, I mean.
I don't think John Z. I can't remember if John shot or not.
I don't know if John shot. John was there though.
I know he was there, but I don't think he wanted to shoot the handgun.
I thought isn't everybody from New York petrified of guns?
No, my dad owns two.
He's in New York?
No.
Is he
He's
from
New York?
He's from New York. Okay.
Yeah, my dad's from Long Island.
I think it's just people from New York City.
Yeah, is Long Island really New York?
Yeah. That's just like asking, is Chicago really part of Illinois?
I mean, kinda.
Oh,
kinda. In a literal
There's
sense, yes.
We have to accept it, but is it really? No, not really.
That mistrust of people in general is not so much that I don't trust people because I think they're fucking thief. It's because I think they're fucking stupid. And I don't want to see myself or anybody else get hurt because some idiot did something stupid with my gun.
Well, remember, I asked you questions about how to operate it before you even use it.
That would be hilarious, though, if you handed your gun off to Night Strike and he just ran into the distance.
I would not get very far because he'd pick up the 45-70, pop right in the back.
Zigzag. You just.
I had a whole bunch of fucking guns.
Yeah.
Zigzag. Serpentine.
No, I'm not gonna do that, Jimmy. You would, Jimmy, but I wouldn't.
His reflexes are slow.
Part of that whole deal was to bring the guns to show people. So, because on, like when we was doing the stuff on gun channels, say you got this gun and show pictures, but you get fucking pictures every day off the goddamn internet.
Yeah.
So I brought the ones that I brought to prove that I actually owned these guns. And I'm pretty sure what I brought was the two Ruger Vaqueros, the Black Hawk, and the two 1875. And that was just a taunt Ponnery, and he didn't make it up there. But then I had the 44 and the 45-70 rifles. But, like I said, we had all discussed this for several weeks before Wanamaker went down. And it was a part of the plan all along to bring those guns with me.
Yeah.
And I think I brought, I think I brought about 10 boxes of ammo two for the 45-70 because I knew that wasn't going to get shot a hell of a lot.
And people also brought ammo for Matt for that lever gun he hadn't shot yet.
That one guy there, and I can't remember who he was, he had a 45-110 falling block that he was shooting 45-70 ammo out of because the same fucking case, only longer.
Cycle camp?
I don't know. I
Sounds
can't
like
remember
a
who it
Cycle
was.
Camp thing.
What?
I remember Cycle Camp talking about something like that, but I can't. That was such a long time ago, man.
I think that might have been Cycle Camp because remember he collects a lot of old stuff and he specific. I remember when we that whole Tulsa trip and he specifically saw a good price and decided it was a good idea to get an Ambu pistol.
That,
I'm like, did you find ammo for it? He's like, yeah, I found ammo for it. I'm gonna shoot it. And I'm like, okay, well, I wish your hands luck.
it kind of was irksome in a way because I wanted to go to the see the other gun, and I was handing mine around to people, and I wasn't going to walk away from that. And then after probably 45 minutes or an hour or so, I was fucking too cold. I did not dress for that fucker. I didn't realize it was going to be record cold fucking temperatures. No, I didn't go this year.
Tony doesn't go outside anymore. He's got alopecia.
I go outside.
He doesn't like people
No, he's
talking
not
about
losing
it.
his hair.
Yeah, he is. What? You're not
Yes,
talking.
I am.
You're not talking to
Well,
Paul
Pretty close to
Stanley
fucking
anymore.
bald.
Yeah, but that's baldness. That's male baldness. That's not alopecia.
Oh God.
Nah, me
sorry,
and the old
Nice
lady
Strike.
discussed it, but before we got a final yay or nay on it, because we did have money to go,
Why didn't you?
but we're doing the cabin thing because it turned up. I found out that it was going on the Sunday that it went on. I found that out on Saturday
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, that'll do it.
because it seemed to be quite a bit earlier this year than when we went, but maybe not. I know it was
Like that.
fucking amazingly bad weather down there when we went. I mean, there was a
It's
ice
snowing.
storm, and on our way to actually going to Wanamaker itself, every fucking overpass and on-off ramp there's fucking wreck at. Evidently, people
'Cause it
in
snowed
Tulsa
the night
forgot how
before.
to drive. It
Hell.
wasn't snow; it was ice.
No, there was snow. There was snow.
I've
The-
noticed in any state that I've ever been in, whenever there's another element other than dryness, it fucking everybody acts like they forgot how to drive.
Well, Jimmy, that's an interesting point because that was the first time I went to Oklahoma without there being fires on both sides of the road.
And Oklahoma does say on the along the road they have road signs up say "Don't drive into smoke."
Holy shit, fucking Sean. Sean's got his
Yeah.
commie wall. You guys want to see Sean's commie wall?
I've seen it.
Well, I wasn't
I
talking.
don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
His com block firearms.
Oh, I don't give a shit.
He's got a collection of AKs now.
Ooh, buddy. Can I make this smaller so I can actually see it?
No.
I a long time ago just decided that whatever people decided to collect, that was their thing. And still, every one of those fuckers looked like you grabbed shit out of a junkyard and slapped it together to make them.
You can just get a shovel.
I've seen those before too. The shovel buttstock.
I'm considering making them as a business.
Oh yeah, that could be like your fucking signature.
Yeah. Put Strike Gunworks on the handle. The wooden part.
Maybe you'd make a buttstock out of a bowling pin.
You know, that might not be a bad idea either.
You could really make a buttstock out of a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'd actually still prefer walnut trees.
No, I get that. But again, weird style butt stocks. People like that shit for some reason.
You get a buttstock that looks like it's a piece of a marble table or something like that.
You could.
Get a
It'd be
mini
heavier, but why not, right?
bar stool buttstock. That'd be
I
kind of
mean,
neat.
at least
Fuck, if you're,
at least more cushion.
if you're gonna go that round, you need to make a drum magazine out of a fucking beer keg.
Ooh,
You
that'd be
know,
tight.
that
A
would be
1,000
interesting.
round magazine. You can't move anywhere with the gun when you have it on, but the motherfucker will fucking shoot.
Yeah, there you go.
The Fallout 4 fucking problem. So I started trying to. Sean told me about Fallout. And I started trying to get into it. And
I play it. I play it.
I
I'm gonna.
usually want to pop off about people building guns or buying guns because they've seen it in a movie or something, but you have a 6.5-inch 29, so
Yeah, I was gonna say you what?
Yeah,
You are
we have
that.
we have to ask you, Tony. Do you feel lucky?
most days, yes.
Okay, then. All right.
Well, do you, punk?
Yeah, everybody knows that line.
I guess.
At least everybody our age.
Over 200 plus accidents in the first hour of a rainstorm. And from driving, yeah.
Yeah.
People suck, man. I'm trying to tell you guys. Nobody listens.
No, we know. We know.
Well, like in the deal in Tulsa, I get it when it happens like first ice storm in the fall or early winter, but this was like fucking April, man. They should have lived through all the winter ice storms and still remembered how to drive, but they didn't.
Maybe they came out. They strictly avoided the winter, and then came out and didn't expect the ice.
Yeah.
Hmm
I
That
don't know.
could be also be true.
Chinese riddle for you, Tony.
The weatherman was saying that the roads are icy on TV, so if they had TV, they should have.
Yeah. You guys ever eat dirty lasagna or sloppy lasagna?
No. I only eat proper lasagna.
Is this going to menstruation somehow?
It could, but it's. I don't think so. It's not. It's the regular fucking like What are them fucking noodles called that's got the fucking regat in the middle of it? Night Strike.
Ah, there's
God,
so many rules. It's not
The
funny.
square ones. The square.
ravioli?
Yeah.
Ravioli. No.
So you take raviolis, right? And you line them shits up, and then you pour a little fucking red sauce on it, and then you pour a little cheese on it, and you line up another row of fucking them raviolis, and you do that about 3 times, and you got fucking sloppy lasagna.
No.
And
No.
throw it in a crock pot.
However, I've had five-way chili or five-way pasta.
What the fuck is that?
Same thing. I mean, it's
Oh,
pasta made with chili and cheese.
chili mac.
Mm.
Well, chili mac unless you use spaghetti, which is
Right.
what Steak and Shake did, which is where I first heard of it. Actually, spaghetti goes really well with chili if it's good chili.
Managot. You know what I mean?
Speaking of it, I ain't. Yeah, that actually what you mentioned as dirty lasagna sounds good.
Uh, it is fantastic. My wife made it yesterday. I said, you're retarded. And that sounds stupid.
She ain't made it for me yet. I'm a little pissed.
Well, don't worry, I gotta beat her ass anyway when she gets home. There wasn't any fucking clean forks, so.
Oh damn! Did you have to dip your hand in dishwater?
Yeah, so I'll add that in for
You know, I
the
found a way to get. I found a way to get around that forever.
What?
Buy plastic.
Oh yeah. I tried that. And then she cries and says, "Oh, it's too expensive." Bitch.
You just got to work longer, bitch.
Yeah. Put in some overtime, motherfucker.
Get it?
Fucking up my meals.
I did it. I did it because I was the one expected to wash the fucking forks in the first place. Like, fuck that. I'll go spend $50 on plastic stuff every 2 or 3 months. These ain't gonna be dishpan hands ever.
I can't chew
That's
with my
not
mouth
true.
closed when I'm talking at the same time, Heavy.
No, you
Yeah, obviously manners were not real important in the James house.
No, I
no, they
I
weren't.
never got beat up for fucking chewing with my mouth open. It was always for breaking things or swearing.
I'd have got smacked. That's one of the few things my stepdad ever scolded me on was that poor table manner.
Yeah. And then,
He had,
did you guys ever get fucked up for fucking for drinking your your soda or your water or milk or whatever you drank for dinner before you ate your dinner?
No, I never did that.
Oh,
uh,
that was just a me
I
thing.
have been, yes.
Okay.
And it was always when you were drinking something that was exception or eating something that was exceptionally fucking dry or salty.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then mom's like, "That fuck you drink, you ain't getting no more till you finish your plate."
Mhm.
Yep.
And
That
you're
was
looking at your plate because you mounted a ton of shit on there because you like salty stuff as long as you got stuff to wash it down with. And you're gonna have to go through all this shit because you drank all your drink down with the first couple of salty whatevers.
I still do that. I won't drink shit until I'm done eating. Not even a sippy. Well, maybe a sip.
He's more than slightly fucking weird.
Yeah, more than slightly.
What? Gunmetal guy, you never got your ass whooped for fucking for fucking
He says,
drinking?
Jimmy, you're cool and all, but bro, you're slightly weird.
Hey,
Slightly is an understatement.
hey man, I was abused.
Uh,
It shows.
Slightly weird is so far off the mark that it could be considered fiction.
Yeah, I'm all the way weird.
Jimmy's as fucking weird as it gets.
Turn me up to 10.
You're still my brother, man.
Yo, yeah, for
And
sure.
another mother.
That never stops. Actually, if we listen to this 23andMe thing that I did, fucking, you're my dad.
No, I'm not.
All right,
What year were you born?
87.
Ah, see, I was already married with a whole bunch of fucking kids by then.
Mm. I don't know. I haven't
And I
questioned.
did not ever step out on the old lady.
I haven't questioned my mom yet. But she's still I can't believe what she says anyway. She still says that she's only slept with 2 people in her entire life.
Uh-huh.
And I wasn't one of them.
Yeah, well, there was more than 2 people, Tony. There was more than 2 people.
Still, I wasn't one of them.
Yeah, well, did you donate anything? Did you leave anything laying around anywhere anytime soon? Or anytime,
Uh,
not soon, that's stupid.
She'd had to withdraw it from the old lady.
I don't know. I'm lost
Remember,
now.
he was only
I
making
mean, I
deposits
can't
for one
swear
woman.
that didn't happen. I think so.
Oh my god. Somebody walks into their bedroom and sees their girlfriend wringing out their tissue papers and shit. You're giving me this, baby. I had a fucking buddy that were a bitch. He was like, yeah, I came in there and I was scared. And the bitch put a tampon in and like held the cum in there. Now me, I would figure at first, when he first told me this, I would figure that wouldn't the tampon suck up all the cum? But I mean, all the fucking little sperms were still in there, and she had a baby.
You know,
She locked his semen into her pussy.
that ain't the first time I've heard of that happening. And it's not even the second or third time I've heard of that happening with people that I know.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
I thought that was a rare occurrence. Like,
I know for sure of 3 women that's done that.
That's fucked up, man. You tricking a guy and shit.
The one that actually was open about it said that what she did that for was so she didn't get cum stains in her panties because her mom had checked her when she went home.
And
Now
then
she
she
could
ended
have
up
been
pregnant
making that
or
shit
not?
up. No,
Oh, okay. This bitch ended up pregnant.
because she told the girl I was dating it, and the girl I was dating it told me while she was there. And I said, "Why the fuck would you do that?"
Yeah, that's gross.
And she said, "Because if I go home, my mom checks if I got cum stains in my panties."
Oh my
I don't
god.
know if it's like doing laundry or she makes you drop her fucking drawers when she walks in the door.
Yeah, right. She's like, her mom's a jealous boyfriend. Let me smell your
Uh,
pussy. Where you been at? Oh god.
but
That's
I mean, this chick wasn't nuts or anything that I could tell no more than any other. And I might have actually been a donor at one point myself.
Oh, I've donated a lot of semen to a lot of women over the years. Um, anything else, you guys? Night Strike?
I'm
Anything? Night Strike left when we started talking about cum.
I'm
No,
sitting down.
I did the first successful test print on the 3D printer yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice. So you dropped in all the like it actually is functioning and shit?
Yeah, it functions, it worked, and everything. I put some pictures and some video up on Instagram of it. And today, I'm getting into the gun parts. Trying to 3D print, a fire control group for an AR-15.
Yeah, right. Oh, the
'Cause,
whole wait, you're getting the whole fucking fire group?
yeah, because I don't know if you know, but New Frontier Armory, one of the first companies that started making those polymer lowers,
Mm.
they made a full, complete polymer a fire control group, and they try and sell it for like $40. But I figure I've already got the filament, I've already got the files. Somebody's released working files of it taking like 500 rounds. Why
How
not
in the
just print
hell,
the sucker?
Fuck
how in the
yeah.
hell can a plastic sear hold up?
I don't know, but it can.
We're gonna have buddy discounts here, right?
We'll see.
All right. Let me know when they're
I
going
got to
for
make sure
sale.
this shit works before I start selling it.
Well, yeah, of course, yeah. Cause I'll give you a horrible review. Like, hey, Night Strike was kind enough to give me one of these early runs, and the shit didn't work. Fucking yeah, yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
Jimmy's got to be all Karen on me.
12,000 rounds and the sear went.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah. I
Ponnery.
wanted it to last at least 15,000 rounds.
Ponnery joke. Like I ran over it with my fucking car and fucking
It broke.
it broke. It cracked right down the middle. What the fuck is this, Night Strike? Sean makes a good point though. I don't think Night Strike 3D printed himself a girlfriend, but can we 3D print pocket pussies?
Probably.
Oh, let's get on that, Night Strike. We got a merch idea right here. New watch like fucking pocket pussies. We'll put the AK face on there, and that'll be like the pussy, and they could fuck my mouth.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Nope. Nope. I'm
First
not getting
thoughts, why in the hell would you buy something like that when you can find fucking women that'll give it to you for nothing, at least up front?
The pocket pussies sell, Tony. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but they sell.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know why people would buy one.
The incels. Know what an
I
incel is,
mean,
Tony?
unless it's some sort of mechanical apparatus that does all the fucking work, you might as well just get a fucking woman. Worry about the future costs later.
You got a point.
There you go. And then just slap a bunch of early watch fucking promotional shit on it. Put Tony's fucking thing on the side.
Leave me out of this pocket pussy business. Still not settled on the lower.
All right. Nice strike. We'll figure this out, man.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure this pocket pussy business out. And then we'll still cut in Tony because we're a fucking hell of a guy, right?
Yeah, we'll give him a quarter.
Yeah.
Mad Sexy made it just as Jimmy's running out the fucking door.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 foot literally out. 1 foot out the door.
One foot, probably a dog on a leash.
Yeah,
I'd be right behind you because I'm fucking starving too.
I already ate some slappy lasagna. What do you guys want? Anything else? Is there anything else that anybody wants to fucking say right now?
Shall not be
Bye.
infringed.
Shall not be infringed by. All right.
Well, yeah. Shut up, Night Strike. I haven't done that yet today.
Make me.
All right. Everybody have a grand, glorious day. We'll see you on Friday where we talk about male pregnancy.
Good day, everybody, and I may not be in here for this shit Friday. Be pregnant or get
Wait a second. Heavy has a genius idea. A podcast pocket pussy that talks back. Not he says that don't talk back, but I say the one that does. Like we put in, you know how we did little snips before when I had the soundboard? Like every time you fucking fuck it, if your dick reaches the G spot, Tony will say like bitch, and then I'll be like fucking, I'll say something.
I don't want to be involved.
Have a good day, everybody.
Good day, everybody.
You're watching the Other Podcast.